So all those things were uh, able to be managed by Srila Prabhupada only because the Harinam was going on continuously. So when there is Kirtan, please be little serious, participate in as much as possible. See that you engage more in, and see, even after this 18 days, you can also do the same Kirtan in your house with your family members sitting together, being in front of the Lord, just tapping the hands and doing Kirtan. So the family and yourself, everyone will be so strong, so united, and many things. And today, these three modes will teach us some subtle things. How we are getting binded in this material world, how the time, how so many influences are just going on us. We are unknown of it, but Bhagavad Gita teaches us. Okay, so let us start with prayers. By prayers, definitely we'll be able to understand the subtle things and the divine things, all by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. Okay, yes. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmalitam Mena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Namo Om Ishtapadaya Krishna Preshta Bhutale Srimate Jaya Pataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Patani Kripavdain Gauragata Dhamadayana Mukam Karoti Vachalam Bangam Langayate Girimat Kripatamaham Mande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanandam Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Vishwara. As usual, we'll start by showing our thanks and gratitude to His Divine Grace of Charan Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So in yesterday's chapter, the 13th chapter, the first, the Jnana Yoga. So it speaks about Kshetra, Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. What is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajna? So the field of activity and the knower, the field of activity. It is the body and the soul. And what is Jnana and Jnayam? So Jnana is nothing but who am I? So who is the supreme creator? And what is the relationship between me and him? That's Jnana, Sambandha Jnana, basically. Clear? And what is Jnayam? The object of knowledge. How do you get this? That is Jnayam. In this way, many questions were Arjuna asked, and Krishna revealed all those answers. And all these were wise questions. None. The difference between the soul and the super soul is and about the knowledge. Krishna is giving the 20 qualities which we were able to discuss something about it. And then enlightened. Finally, what is that enlightened? A person who is complete in his knowledge. Who is complete in his knowledge. What is his vision? How could he see? How he is in the equilibrium state. He's not agitated, he's not bewildered, he's not in anxiety. Bhagavad Gita makes us to be in peace of mind, happy because we are in completeness. We are able to realize each and everything. Anything happens in our life or in others' life, we could know that this is the reason. And we are able or ready to face that challenge. Krishna gives that intelligence. And Bhagavad Gita teaches us much more. And today's chapter, the 14th, is really very, very important because it is the most subtlest knowledge, which is till then you don't come to the knowledge. You may not even able to realize. Even devotees or people being in Krishna consciousness are not able to realize this. It is so subtle, it is influencing us. The three modes. I hope you have heard about it. Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna, the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Clear? So, how are we binded in this material world? We think by our activities, isn't it? Yes, but more than that, there's some subtle thing that is our consciousness. By our consciousness. Today, a small story that will let you know the message. What is it? Okay. Once there was a Brahmana, and it is not Brahmana like it was Agrahar. Agrahar, I hope you all know what is Agrahar. It's a place where all the Brahmanas stay. It's a layout of full Brahmanas, which is next to the temple. Like so, they they maintain that sanctity and the purity there. So only cleanliness and many things like that. Nobody outsiders will come there. But for to their unfortunate state, I don't know something. One house was vacated, and a prostitute came there to take the rent of that house, and she came to that house. And all the Brahmanas were there. They were all disturbed by this. And a Brahmana was just right opposite to that house. He was really, really disturbed. So every day, morning and night, he used to think about her, meditate on her, because many people used to come to her house and go. You could understand what was happening there. And he was doing his duties. He was doing his Sandhya Vandana, he was doing his meditation, he was doing his chanting, he was doing his worship offering, what all a Brahmana should do. He was exactly doing everything by his activities. But what was happening to his consciousness? Whenever he's ringing the bell and doing some arti to the Lord, and someone is tapping the door of that prostitute's house, he used to meditate which person has come now, what would happen. So if he enters and says, inside what is all happening, he used to think such an abominable thing is happening in front of me. And day and night used to meditate on her, but he was doing his duties. But what was happening there? She got admired by seeing this atmosphere of Brahmanas, and she was admired to see this Brahmana who was so sincerely worshipping the Lord, chanting the holy names of the Lord, and many things. Seeing him, she was so much admired. Always she used to meditate on this Brahmana. When there's ringing the bell, see, she is doing her activities. As a prostitute, what she has to do, she is doing it. But when the bell was ringing, she was able to hear, she used to meditate. Oh my, when can I become such a great personality like this Brahmana? So pious people, so wonderful services to the Lord. So can I do in my lifetime like this? She was just meditating. And when the conch shell sound or something, any sound or anything is happening, she used to meditate on that. See, one day what happened? This went on for a few days or few months like this. And after some time, both died on the same day. The death came to both on the same day. So both were taken to Yamaraj. They went to the Yamaluk, and Yamaraj was seeing the records of both of them, and finally decided this Brahmana has to be taken to the hellish planets, and this prostitute has to be taken to the heavenly planet. And this Brahmana was shocked to hear this. He said, "My dear Lord, what kind of justice is this you are giving? I have never ever committed any mistake in my life. I was very pure in my activities. Everything was pure. And she was such an abominable lady, she was. And you are giving the punishment or the judgment just a reverse. Why is this?" Then Yamadharmaraj said, "Yes, absolutely, I know what I'm doing. You can see in the earthly planet what is happening, what was being shown to him." So both had died on the same day. So the whole Agrahar, the Brahmanas came seeing this great Brahmana has been died. So they made a flower pallaki. They made the dead body to sit in that pallaki. And it was a great ceremony. Like they were taking this person to all the streets, like, this pallaki out there, because he was such a great personality. So they took him, finally, they went to the graveyard. They made a big mantap out of it. So after burying him, they built a big mantap. All those things happened. But what happened to this prostitute? They came to know that even this prostitute has died. So just dragged this body of this prostitute, and she was thrown to the vultures and a fox or the hogs, whatever it is, in the forest. It was thrown to the wild animals. Then Yamadharmana showed this. By her activities, she was abominable. So you can see the result of that body. And by your bodily activities, you are very pious. So you can see the result to your body. But subtle things, your consciousness, you were meditating on that prostitute. So all the results came to you. And she was meditating on you. And she got all the results that you were doing to her. I hope you all understood the story. It never matters what I'm doing, it matters what I'm meditating on. So when you start seeing the good things in others, automatically you develop the good things in your life, good qualities. But always, what are we doing? Meditating on the bad qualities. This person is not good. This lady is not good. They're cheaters. They are liars. There are so many things. The whole newspaper, the news, the TV, everything is making you to in the negative energy. So what might be our result? I hope in this 12th chapter, Samara was saying the story of the lady who said a lie, and not a lie. She just added a word to that king who was given the poison to the Brahmana. In that way, it gives so much of result. The Brahmatya Papa result was given to her. The speech, the meditate, what is it? This all purifies when we chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and take prasad. This internally and externally, it makes you so pure. Even somebody is doing some abominable work somewhere in front of you, you don't bother about it because you're in complete knowledge. Clear? Okay, now let us go further. Today it is 14th chapter, the three modes. Very, very important chapter. And Krishna also says this. Many, many Mahatmas, after knowing this knowledge, they have made their life perfect. They have been liberated from this material world. So today it is three modes: race for prominence, actions in the modes, and pure life. And today's acronym is trap. How are we trapped? Clear? Yes. So Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga. What is this three gunas? Three gunas is the energy of the Supreme Lord. Energy of the Supreme Lord. Clear. Or hearing it clearly. Krishna says, Daiviyeshu gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. This three energy, or she is known as Maya Devi, or Prakriti, can take in any way. So the creation starts from these three modes. Clear? And it is the energy of the Lord, and it is very, very difficult to overcome because it is the energy of the Lord. Deiviyeshu gunamayi mama maya duratyaya. Mam yevaye prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Till then you don't surrender unto me. Till then you don't become the devotee of the Lord. You can never ever escape from her. She is so subtle in her activities. Even something, for example, now I'm speaking, this is also based on the three modes. Just I'm lifting this mobile and keeping based on these three modes. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashah hankara vimudatma karta ham iti manyate. By false ego, we think that I am the doer, but it is Prakriti, it is the three modes which is doing. All our activities has been done by the three modes, and it is so subtle, I hope in the 5th chapter I told that. So only thing, three doers are there. It is we who desire, no other strength or power we have. We only desire for this. And finally, Krishna, who gives the permission or he orders the Prakriti, that is the three modes. And it is she who is doing all that for us. Clear? So this influences us so much, and so that you can see how subtle it goes once you go into this chapter. The three modes. You can see this three yogis or the three transcendentalists. What is happening? All the three are meditating. Do you think that all the three are going to get the same results? No, it differs. It differs. See, the first person is so austere. She is bored, how it is, but still is going to get this Brahman realization. The very first, there are three levels of realization. So many understood the realization means how do we serve the Lord and those things. No, how do you understand? It is that Where is that shloka? Vadanti tattva vedas yajnanamadvayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti shabhyate. It's very clear. Brahman realization, Paramatma realization, Bhagavan realization. I gave the example of the train and the sun rays and sun god. Or the train, where you see the light, that is also train, engine is also train, and the whole the train. So how you get realized on the Lord? The ultimate, the final realization is God realization. How do you realize Him? As Bhagavan. The process might be the same. The first person is also doing his meditation and is getting Brahman realization. Second person is a yogi, is getting the Paramatma realization. And the third person is a devotee. He transforms himself from a jnani to yogi, yogi to bhakta. Becomes a pure devotee of the Lord. He is able to realize the Supreme Lord's pastimes and is becoming a pure devotee. Don't think only in yogis, each and every field, there is this three modes influencing. I'll say a small story to understand. We need something which relates to us. No? Okay. So once there was three thieves were there. So what was their duty? They wait somewhere next to the forest. There was a road. Whoever passes in that road, nobody is there. So they just attack the people there and just snatch the wealth or the purse or the gold or money, whatever they had. Small thieves they were. Once a great man, very rich man was passing that way. They caught hold of him and they started snatching whatever he was having. He had many diamonds, gold, many things. Oh, their life is going to be settled now. But other person said, see, so many days we have small thieves were stealing everything. But this person is a big person. What would happen now? After stealing everything, he might go to the police and he might give the complaint and we'll be arrested. That is our life. So what should we do now? He said, let us kill this person. Let us kill this person. So the second person then he says, no, 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 no. See, we are sinners by stealing, but we shouldn't become a sinner like murderers. There's a huge difference between stealing and killing a person. Why should our sinful activity come with a blood stain? No, never should kill. Rather, we can do one more thing. We can take him to this forest and tie him there in the to a tree or something. Some wild animal will come and eat. Okay, fine. All the three decided in this way. They tied in the forest and they went. Then the third person, he came back. He came back and he opened the this thing, the hands of this person. He said, he took the word that you don't say to anyone outside, so that I'll let you free. He said, yes, definitely. I'm not going to say anyone. I'm not going to give any complaint. You bless, please save me. He opened and said, you can go. What has happened here? All the three were thieves. But their realization, first person, he don't know the difference between the sins. His thinking is in tamoguna, mode of ignorance. Mode of ignorance is his thing, but just by killing is also same, stealing is also same, everything is same for him. But the second person was in rajoguna. He thought, why should we kill? That is a greater sin. So let us tie him in the forest so that some wild animal will come and eat. It's not a problem. But the third person was somewhere in Sattva. He was able to know better than the second person. Even then, some wild animal comes and kills the sin comes to them because they were the reason for that. So you go, you'll leave that person, you'll free him. And what I'm saying here, whatever field you are, you have been influenced by three modes. Okay. And now Krishna is saying in this verse, what is he saying? Sattvam sukhe sanjayati raja karmani bharata jnanam avrutyatu tamaha pramade sanjayati tatha. O son of Bharata, the mode of goodness conditions one to happiness. It condition, that is also a condition. It is influencing us to be happy in this material world, which is not truth. Clear? And passion conditions one to fruitive actions. Expectation, more expectation. Wife is expecting more from the husband. How much ever he does, she is not satisfied. And the husband is not satisfied with the wife, how much ever she does. Expectation is giving more expectation, and the country is expecting more from the subjects, and subjects are expecting more from the country, from the government. They have to do that. This We are not thinking, what am I? Where I stand? What should I do? The fruitive results, the actions is becoming more, expectation is more. I want to do very little work and I should get earn more. Isn't it? Yes. And what is tamoguna? Ignorance. And ignorance covering one's knowledge binds one to madness. It makes him madness, lazy. Never you wake up in the early morning. Any work, any kind of work you do, it takes days together. Everything you start dragging. Any work you say, oh, tomorrow let me do, tomorrow, and that tomorrow will never ever come in your life. You're able to understand? Tomorrow will never ever come in your life. This is something, once again, sorry to say, it is the nature of a donkey. You know, you know how donkeys are treated? This dopey person, he uses this donkey to take the heavy burdens of that clothes, everything. So when he puts on that donkey, it is not able to carry. So it will not move you. So what he does, he takes a carrot, some vegetable, something, he'll tie to a stick, keep on that donkey so that it will be just 2 feet away from that donkey. And donkey is so happy that I'll get that carrot. He starts moving towards it. In this way, he takes till the house. It is for each and every step, the donkey is thinking that I will get that carrot now. Just 2 steps away. If I keep 2 steps, I'll be getting that carrot. This is we. This is we. From how many years are we seeing? From the birth. And what I would forget about our birth, our parents, our ancestors, everyone were not able to achieve. But I'll be thinking, tomorrow I'll be achieving that. Tomorrow I'll get this. What kind of fools? Isn't it? Because we are in ignorance, we are not able to realize the material world. We cannot be happy in this material world. That's very clear. But this a person, Tamoguna, he thinks that I am happy, I will be happy. Till the end, till his death, even after millions of birth, also he'll be thinking that I will be happy in this material. Clear? This is, and you can see how subtle this is. These are subtle forces that influence our behaviors as well as every aspect of our physical, mental, and emotional world. The Sanskrit term for these forces is guna. Guna means it's rope. And the Gita explains how they pull us to act in various ways, even against our better judgment. Even after hearing this Bhagavad Gita, you may not be able to do certain work because the modes are influencing you. Some are joining at 6:30, 6:45, ending, and just hearing for a few minutes, they think, oh, I missed out. Tomorrow I should start from the beginning. But it's not happening. It's not happening. They have their alarm and they wake up and they know very well, but still the modes are forcing because they are in tamoguna. It forces them to sleep. Yes, they'll sleep. Let me earn just 5 minutes, 10 minutes in this way. Not only the sleep, yeah, sleeping is the worst, I can say. Then beyond that, there's so many things which influences us. I can say so many hundreds and hundreds of examples and stories for this. Take a family now, for example. Okay, you take three ladies for cooking purpose and give them the same ingredients. Three will cook the same item, but it tastes indifferent. Isn't it? Why is that? It depends on their modes, on which mode they are. If they are in Sattva their kind of work is different. For example, you can take a butter of a dosa, and you ask one lady to make this dosa. What she does, she goes, she keeps the tawa, pours some oil, and then she puts this butter very wonderfully. She'll make to come to the golden color, and then she takes the dosa, keeps some chutney, and gets to brings to her husband. Clear? This is the lady who is in Sattva. And now for the second, for a Rajoguna, she's not patience. She don't have that patience to stay. She puts the butter, everything. She wants to be everything. Expectation is more. She wants to be in very quick. She takes it before it is getting roasted. What happens? So everything gets into pieces. Then finally she takes that pieces, puts in the plate and chutney and brings to her husband. Same butter, same chutney, everything is same. You can see the presentation of it is. Then the third one is tamoguna, ignorance. She is lazy. She'll put that butter. She'll say, how 2 minutes it'll take. In that 2 minutes, I can do one more work also. I can do something in that 2 minutes. She'll be coming and she might even watch TV or something she might do. And she'll forget dosa. Then she'll remember, she'll run away and see that it'll be in which color now? Roasted, rotten, like black it'll be. And she'll take that dosa, put it in a plate, bring to the husband. You eat that. What is happening here? Butter is same, process is same, tawa is same, but these results are changing based on our modes. Clear? It is so subtle, and you try to change. Now I'm saying you think that I'm so, what I can say, powerful, I can do anything like something, but you try to change your modes, you can never do. Many times, even we realize that we are wrong in our steps, but we cannot. You can see here's this lady who's in Satvaguna is peacefully sitting. The second one is taking so many things in the hands like mobile, laptop, that does everything. She will not do anything. And the third person is only screaming. He's only screaming and shouting, nothing else. He cannot do anything. It is very slow process. Have you seen? See, in every family, you can find people like this kind of nature. Sometimes the husband or wife, they both are there, you think, or a family is there, you think. One person among them will be very, what I can say, in Tamoguna, very lazy. So what happens? They're going to the train, you think. They have going somewhere outside. Train is at 6 o'clock and their journey is 30 minutes. What should we do? They have to start by 5 o'clock. So that it takes time getting down, going there, and 30 minutes of journey, everything takes. But that person, he chooses to go at 5:30. 30 minutes journey, sufficient. No, you will go there. By the time he goes there, what happens? Train just passes him. He will miss the train. He's not bothered also, Oh, fine. Okay, we'll take the next train. It doesn't go inside them, even after committing so many mistakes, so many this thing, they cannot understand, realize this. You can find everyone in your family is one or the other. And many times they'll be planning, tomorrow I'll do this. Tomorrow definitely this will be done, and that tomorrow will never ever come to in our life. As I said, the example of the donkey. Never that donkey is going to get that carrot because it is going further more, friend. Even it is moving, it will go further. We are also going further. That tomorrow will be for the next day. That tomorrow will be the next day. So tomorrow is never going to come in your life. Whatever you want to do, right this is the moment. The presence of mind. You know the presence of mind? Many, even while doing kirtan, many will start Hare Krishna. They'll be thinking something on. By the time they come back, it will be Hare Rama or something. Isn't it? Something has missed out the thing. Even there is no presence of mind. Do you think for this 1 hour you are hearing completely? Do you hear completely? No. Your mind is working somewhere. You are going somewhere else and coming in. Many things are happening. And completely you miss out. Clear? Yes. And you can see this. How physically, emotionally, mentally, everything you are controlled by this three modes. You are just puppets in the hands of these three modes. You have seen this puppet show? They'll be having this thread and they'll make that doll like take the hand, dance, something else. Same thing is our life. These three modes make us to completely do this. And she is the energy of the Supreme Lord. You cannot control her. You cannot overcome her. What can we do? We think we can take shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord. Surrender unto Krishna. When you are surrendering to Krishna, Krishna can relieve you. Oh, many things. I've said this in the 7th chapter also. Once again, I'll say that, for example, there is a minister. Minister is being respected by the police. And even the minister's son is being respected. But the son, if he does some illegal things, he's been arrested by the same police. Till then, you don't take the orders of Krishna. Don't be a devotee of the Lord or the son of the Lord. You are being punished. When you come to your constitutional position that you are the son of the Lord, you are a devotee, then you are being served by the same three modes. Clear? Yes. So ropes like primary colors, qualities that affect every aspect of our lives, character, behavior, approach towards life, impacts us at various levels, physical, mental, and emotion. See, there is a comparison for the days before and now. Before there was a saying, see something in our life. If wealth is missed, nothing you're going to lose. If health is missed, definitely you are going to miss out something. But character is missed, everything is lost in your life. This was a saying in those days. But now what is happening? Now what is happening? You lost your character. Nothing you're lost. No need to worry that. Health is lost. Yes, something is lost. If your money, you're lost with the money, with the wealth, you're going to lose everything. Nothing is there in the life. Small examples I'll say. In those days, when the father and mother, the parents, they had a daughter, they want to search for a bridegroom. Whom do they search? How do they search? What kind of a person is he? Whether is he smoking? Whether is he boozing? Or how is his character? They used to go to the nearby neighbors and ask him, how is this person? Is he a good person? How he deals with everyone? All those things were taken care. Never matter what is he earning, what is he doing. But today the trend has changed. The first thing, how much is your income? What's your salary? Are you boozing? Not a problem. Per month, how many lakhs do you earn? You're smoking. You have illegal relation. Nothing bothers. No character. You're earning. You're a rich man. You have more wealth. Sufficient. My daughter will be happy there. Can you see the vision, how it has been changing? Yes. So we are going more towards the tamoguna, ignorance. We don't know what is life. We are thinking something gives us happiness which can never give us. Clear? Yes. This is physical, mental, and emotion. Sometimes we may not even realize also. That is our condition. So what should we do? We should chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra sincerely. Make our consciousness higher so that we'll be able to see better. Very simple example. For example, you're in the first floor. What happens? You can see very clearly the ground floor, whichever is in the ground floor, isn't it? That means you are raised to the first floor. When our consciousness rises, when we develop our consciousness, we can see what is happening in our life. When you go to the second floor, the first floor and the ground floor is easily visible to you. The same way, the more we become pure, the more we develop our consciousness, the more we'll be able to see, realize this material world, how it is working, how these three modes are influencing me. All those things we'll be able to realize only by becoming devotee of the Lord or by taking the spiritual in our life. Clear? And this chat will give you a better understanding. You can see these books, the three modes. What kind of books do you choose? Motivational biography, which inspires you, makes your life perfect. You choose such kind of books. This is other than spirituality, I'm saying. Even materially persons, how they are influenced towards. And second is in passion, what it does. Thriller novels, science and fiction, always there should be some surprising thing in that book. Such kind of books he chooses. And what about the third person is in ignorance? Objectionable websites. He chooses a book where he cannot read in public. It is something, it can be a sex book or something prone, or something like that, where he cannot be among everyone. Objectionable. It is illegal. Clear? Then work. What kind of work do you choose? Very first thing you see salary, isn't it? But a person who is in Sattoguna sees as a teacher, as a guru. He takes the position of a guru. He becomes a teacher. Even doctors should be in this. Doctors shouldn't take money. In those days, doctors, Vaidyo Narayana. Vaidya is a Narayana, is a representative of the Supreme Lord. He will never collect money. He will serve freely. He does that as a service. A teacher also, he'll never say what does the salary is being paid. He's seeing the future of so many kids, students' future. Wants to take care of that. Isn't Satoguna? And Rajoguna, money is honey. Whatever kind of work, when they give money, I'm ready to do night shift also. I'm ready to do whatever you give. Only thing I need is money. Whatever gives money. And what about Tamoguna? Tamoguna is a different personality, ignorance, alcoholic, drug addicts. You can see this bar, pubs. Who work there? Persons who are in this ignorance, in Tamoguna. So you just get attracted to it because I also can enjoy, I also can drink, I also work there. In that way, it makes you to go to that nature. And time of, see, how this time also influences because that only for that sake we have this Bhagavad Gita in the morning. Why is this mornings? See, from 4 till noon, it is Sattva. It is just approximately, it is 4 to noon, it is Sattva. Automatically you'll be in Sattva. So this kind of things will influence you. Bhagavad Gita influences you through, and then the spirituality, chanting, this all influences. Once you go to this afternoon time, it is Rajoguna, you start running. Nowadays, the Sattva time has reduced, This all those days we are divided into three, but reality, the Sattva, Rajoguna starts by 7 o'clock. By 7, 8 o'clock, it starts to Rajoguna. Why? Everything are running, 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 running. That means the Sattva time has been decreased. Sattva time is in coming future, you don't even have this Sattva time, you may not have. Here, and Tamoguna is in the night, always lazy and sleep. But many choose to work in the night. What happens? Their activity is more in the time of Tamoguna, ignorance. So they develop the same kind of nature. Clear? Yes. And the music, you can see it is classical and soft music. You can see some instrumental players. Be very smooth. The Sangita Kacheri, all those things. So peaceful. To whom? A person who is in Sattva. Other person who is in Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Arey Baba, what is this? I'm getting sleep by hearing such kind of musical things. He'll just go away from there because it is not attracting him. What attracts to him? It is jazz, rock, and pop. Such kind of things. Heavy musics, all those things. And what about Tamoguna person? It's only shouting and screaming. Have you heard about some English songs? I couldn't even understand. They take that mic and they keep on screaming. And along with them, there are many people who just join them to scream. Why? What for they're shouting? What for they're screaming? Nobody understands. That is Tamoguna. Can you see our olden days songs? Let it be any language, Hindi, Tamil, Telugu, whatever it. Wonderful, meaningful songs were there. And today, what is happening? There's no meaning in it. Only there is also started with screaming and shouting. They need big, big musics. That's it. Why? They're going towards this Rajoguna and Tamoguna. Clear? Many even don't realize why is all this happening around us because we are developing this Tamoguna. Then places, a person in Sattoguna, he chooses to be in park and forest. A house should be in 1 acre. We should be having greenery. Should be in a peaceful place. He chooses such kind of place. But a person who's in Rajoguna, he needs city life, always among the people, always running here and there, and that way it should be. And this Tamoguna is pubs and nightclubs, all those things. See, sometimes you don't know this, no? How the place influences you. I'll just give you an example. Do anyone have two-wheelers? Then you'll know this. When you're going in two-wheeler, you can see when you enter the place of Sattuguna, they'll be peaceful and nobody's horning. High posh, some areas are there, you go there, the signal is there, red light, just stop there. Once there is green, they'll move. So simple. The same person is coming, whatever the mode is, but the place influences him. He comes to a place where it's heavily crowded, something like marketplace or something like that. This from backside, one person will horn him. And he's also getting agitated. He wants to move. He also horns to a person who is in front of him. And somewhere he wants to move in this way, that way, somewhere he wants to move. And a place of Tamoguna, I want to say you can see certain layouts, some places, they don't follow any rules and regulations. Even police are fed up. Or one person means they can hold the whole the people who are in that area, locality, are they're doing the same thing. Nobody wears helmet, nobody does anything. They don't follow even a single rule. When there is a red light, nobody bothers. They just move from here to there, and always there is a traffic jam there. And even you do the same thing in that place when you go, because somebody is forcing you to do, and you also do the same thing. That is the influence of that place. See, the influence of the time, the influence of the place, everything is influencing you based on this three modes. And now the food, how it influences you, the wholesome, juicy, and vegetarian, which is healthy to us, which is good to us. Satoguna person takes that. What about Rajaguna? Spicy, sour, hot, pungent, very hot, very spicy. Sometimes while eating that, they start crying also. Hot, what I can say, Manchuri, hot gobi, something they eat. And we say, why is this? Why you're crying? Wow, this is also tastier. They feel that this is their taste. Clear? Yes. And you can sometimes you can see some people drinking coffee or tea. They hold in their cloth. They hold in a cloth and drink. Why? They're not even able to hold it in their hand. It is burning. But still, they say, this is how I want to eat. One person said me, how should you eat means idli? As soon as you take, you have to keep. And as soon as you keep in your mouth, the smoke should come from the nose. So much hot it should be. Then only it is a maja. Then only enjoyment. Otherwise, what? Because in Rajasic, he needs such kind of taste. And Tamoguna product. What to speak about Tamoguna? Untouchable, rotten and decaying. And the world is going towards it. You know what is fridge? Makes you, it influences you or it attracts towards the Tamoguna. Prepare today, keep in the fridge, eat for tomorrow and day after tomorrow, not a problem. What? Eating for tomorrow and it is already spoiled, but it is shown to you as if it is not spoiled and you eat that. Take an apple, keep in the fridge for a few days, and then take it out and keep. Just in 1 hour, it will spoil. That means it's already spoiled, but it is showing to as if it is not been spoiled, and you eat that, and you say, "Wait, before it gets this thing, you have to eat because you know very well after that it is going to get spoiled." So what? Your stomach, you're spoiling your stomach, isn't it? Actually, it is said in scriptures. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, anything which is 2 hours or 2.5 hours more than the preparation, it is a poison. It takes you to tamoguna. Clear? In those days, there were 3 times cooking. Morning they used to cook breakfast, they used to eat. And afternoon they used to cook lunch and then they used to honor. And third, they used to cook dinner and then they. But today, what is happening? How our trend or lifestyle is changing. We prepare in the morning itself and you eat for the afternoon also. Sometimes the same thing is remaining, you keep it for night. A little bit more is there tomorrow morning also. And many times I say to heat hot. Many will think hot. Okay. Prepare morning, reheat for the afternoon, reheat for the night, remaining reheat for tomorrow and eat. Prabhu has said hot. So hot I'll eat. No. Fresh cooking, it should be hot means don't think only hot, it should be fresh. And what is untouchable? Such an abominable things. You all know this, no? What is this untouchable? Okay, for example, I can say you this. You go to a house, for example, to a death house, somebody have died. Then you go there, they'll go to the graveyard, they'll bury him. Then finally you come to your house. As soon as coming to a house, what you do? You take a bath. Because you're touched the dead body. Because you're touched the dead body. You take a bath, purify yourself. Yes, absolutely right. But the same dead body sometimes we bury in our stomach also. Isn't it? Yes. See, human being dies, he becomes a dead body. But why not a goat? Why not a sheep? Why not a chicken then? If they die, it is not a dead body then. It is also a dead body. But what are we doing? This is called tamoguna. You lost your intelligence. We bury it in our stomach. Clear? Why is that? See, okay, go to a fish market. See the ignorance, how we are we developing in our life. Fish market, even while buying that fish, you cannot stay there. You close your nose, isn't it? You buy such kind of a product where you cannot even smell, bring it to the house, clean, and then eat that, bury it in our stomach. What kind of abominable activities are we doing? But we are very much interested and we are very much attracted to it. We need such kind of lifestyle only. And we are attracted to it. That is Western culture because they are always in Tamoguna. They are to the extreme. So we want to, they are followers. We are choosing such kind of life. Take care. Bhagavad Gita will teach you what is life. Don't be in ignorance. Come out of it. And you try to come out of it, you cannot come. You have been trapped into it. The tamoguna is controlling you. You cannot give up. You try now. I'm saying you try to give up your non-veg. You cannot do that because you are a servant of your senses, servant of this tamoguna. You cannot do that. You are already been trapped into it. That's why the chapter's acronym is also trap. We have been trapped into these three modes. Clear? I can say many things. Let us go further. State of mind, happiness, knowledge, agitated, greedy, and lazy, dull, very reluctant to make spiritual advancement. Forget about spiritual advancement. Even material advancement is impossible for a tamoguna product. Is lazy, dull, sleeping for 10 to 12 hours in a day. What happens? And because why is sleep 10 to 12 hours? The thing which he is putting into your stomach, what is he burying there? That's what gives the results. You can see, you'll give the example of wild animals. Yes, you can take a lion, you can take a tiger. What is that? What is it doing? Two-thirds of the day it is sleeping. It is just sleeping because it needs, it is, what is it eating? The same thing happens. And they give an example, human, so I don't want to go into that. This thing, when there's time, let us discuss all those. But human being is meant, Krishna says, Patram Pulam, Pushpam Talam. Patram Pushpam Palam Toyam Yome Bhakti Prayachati. This is the food to you. Yes, beautiful cow. It's a mercy of the Lord. It gives wonderful milk, which is so good. It makes you, what I can say, advancement in spirituality just by drinking milk, pure milk. Cow is the mother of the nation. Cow is the mother of the humanity. But we are killing such animals. So we are killing Krishna's pranam mantra. Brahmanya go Brahmana itaicha. Go Brahmana itaicha. The cows is very pleasing to the Lord because it helps the society, helps the humanity, makes them to progress in spiritual life. And you can do so many milk products and enjoy. Rather, we want to enjoy in this dead bodies. This is our lifestyle. We are happy with it. In those days, when they go to some non-veg hotels, they used to scare seeing others. What would others do when they see us? So they might go hiding and eat. Today's, you can see in every street and road there is non-veg hotels, isn't it? That is our lifestyle because we need it, and the society is also encouraging us, and we have chosen it. Okay, now we can see goodness. What happens in goodness? Too self-satisfied to follow, dedication of super soul. So super soul is always instructing us from within, but we are not in a position to take that because we are in goodness. We want to be very peaceful and not taking spirituality in our life. And passion, his desire speaks more louder than the super soul. And tamoguna is always in hurt. It's in what I can say, in intoxicated mood. You don't hear Supreme Lord. Clear? Okay, the third. Now the next topic is race for prominence. All these three modes are always wanted to be. This is a race like who will be topper, who will be controlling this person. So always it is there. When we have this intelligence, we have this knowledge, we give the path to this Sattva automatically will become Sattva. We don't have knowledge, we give the path to Tamoguna, and that Tamoguna becomes Clear? Rajastamascha vibhuya sattvam bhavati bharata. Rajasattvam tamaschaiva tamasattvam rajastataha. Sometimes the mode of goodness becomes prominent, defeating the modes of passion and ignorance. O son of Bharata, sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance, and at other times, ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there is always competition for supremacy. Yes, three modes are struggling, but it's only thing how do we give the way? To whom do we give the way? When we have this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we give the way to Sattva. We don't have this, we go on the flow. Everyone are running. That's why Prabhupada says it's a dog race. We don't know what for we are running. Everyone are running, even I want to run. That's it. Early morning start, oh, everyone are running, let me also run. What for? When is just sit for a while and peacefully you think, you'll be able to realize what is my life, from which position I have come to here, why I'm doing all this, how our ancestors were happy, what did they have to be happy, and what I'm doing now. Their life is so simple. They can just lead a life of with in nothing, with anything or nothing. But what is happening to us? We have so many things, but still we are not peaceful. We are not comfortable. We need something more because we are going towards this Tamoguna and Rajaguna. You can see a person who's in Sattuguna. How is he? You can see this Westerners also. They are taken this chanting, taken this spiritual life. They are all some multimillionaires or something. A person who's working in software, something. He thinks that is not the life. He gives away everything. He takes a small farm. He's doing some cultivation there, and he is happily leading his life, peaceful life. I said the place like park and forest. He wants a place like that. You can see this side also a village life. They have also just taken that life happily leading with family. Okay, somewhere Satoguna makes us to come towards the spirituality. Clear? Yes. And you can see this Rajoguna person, he's just pulling his hairs out. Why? He's not able to satisfy his senses. Do you think he don't have work? He's also having work. He's something like software company is going. There are many people like this. They earn lakhs together, but it is not sufficient for them. And you can see this third person who's in Tamoguna. You can see that side, the doctor is holding his nerve and he's saying that his pulse. He's checking the pulse and saying, oh, it's your health is very bad now. Is it? Okay, okay. But in the left hand, he's eating there. You can see in the front of his table, it is giving so much, a huge message, these pictures. Isn't it? What is this in plate? All that which has to be buried is keeping in front. And he's saying, Doctor, you do your work. You want to put some injection to me? Yes, you do that. I will do my lifestyle. Many sometimes I see they come to eat, and before eating they'll have this thing injection. This thing. Yes, what is this? No, I'm diabetic patients. I have half kilo of sugar. What is that half kilo? I have 500. This thing is 500, but they don't change their lifestyle. Eat whatever. Are that is one side going on. I'm going one side. I can eat anything. I can. My lifestyle is different. Are you able to understand? I don't know whether we are in this line or how are we. Okay, you can see this picture. The same person is in Sattva. How smart he is. In Rajaguna, you can see that ring. He is not able to achieve it, but he wants to some or the other pull that ring. So he's trying his level best. We are also trying our level best so that I can become as my neighbor. Because he's having a car, let me also have. I should become like him. He's having a two-wheeler or many things in that way we have. So we are not living our life. We are living for others. Clear? And Tamoguna is in a different world. Always morning to night. Whether it doesn't know whether there is a chamber or a gutter where I'm going to fall on the road, on the house, where it's always completely is what I can say is flying on the air like because he's always intoxicated. So which life do you want to choose? You can choose these three pictures here. In which picture do I suit here? There. And there's one more chant. Satoguna, it gives happiness, knowledge, freedom from sin, and unlimited desires and longings, fruitive actions. And here, Tamoguna is madness, indolence, and sleep. And see the Satoguna here, gates of the body illuminated by knowledge. We have 9 holes in our life. That is 9 gates. The nose, the eyes, the mouth, this thing, ears, and our genitals, and rectum, all those things. 9 holes. 9 holes illuminated by knowledge. We see only over this 5 holes, top one, isn't it? 7 holes like, but we don't see this 2 holes which is below. That also has to be educated. We should have the knowledge. How is this? What are you speaking? No, simple example. I'll say for that also. In those days, they used to go to this toilet. Toilet was away from their place. It was in some village. It is outside the village. They just take a tumbler of water. They go. They think, why do we need toilet? Something. It's 2 minutes work. 2 minutes work. Just go. I come. That's it. Done. Done for the day. Then what happened? The same toilet entered the village. One place. Everyone going. Something happened like that. Then what happened? It came within our house. Inside the compound, there is a separate toilet, isn't it? Yes. Then it came next to the house. Then just simply entered inside the house. There is a veranda. In veranda, there should be a toilet, not inside. But now what has happened? They're sitting in our bedroom. Attached bathroom, then only I can take this house. Otherwise, I don't need. And nowadays, what is happening? We are advancing in our consciousness. There was a survey and they asked, where do you like to be much, spend your time much? 78% something this was in 2001 or 2 something. They said, in the toilet. In the toilet. Before, it was 2 minutes job for them. And today, what is happening? Somebody will say, have a newspaper. They take a newspaper inside the toilet. Why? No. Anyhow, I'm going to spend much time. Let me finish up by reading there. Why is that? Aata nahi. Who is not coming? What will I do? Lifestyle. You can just imagine what is our lifestyle. Isn't it? We are spoiling our life. See, it is something joking. It gives a laugh to us here, but when we are doing something in our lifestyle, how is that? We are doing it. And many times I can see this toilet boards. The very first thing they come and ask, is there attached? If it's attached toilet, I'll come. Others, I don't need this house. So all the abominable things should be inside. It shouldn't go outside of my house. This is our lifestyle. In coming days, I think there will be only two things. One is kitchen, one is toilet. Toilet and kitchen will be attached. Why time waste? Eat, go. That's it. So becomes our lifestyle. So now you might be laughing, but in coming days, your generation, your son, your grandson will to choose such kind of lifestyle if you don't change now. Clear? Okay. Next, you can see great attachment, fruitive activity. No time to explain each and everything. Intense endeavor, uncontrollable desire and hankering. Here it is. No need to speak about anything about mode of ignorance. Why? It is completely ignorance. It is nothing to speak about. It's in a dark life. Clear? And here this person goes to the higher planet and he stays, Rajoguna stays in the earthly planet, and a person who is in Tamoguna goes in the animal life or a lower life. Clear? Actions in the modes. Let's see what is actions. I'll read the translation. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planets. Those in the mode of passion live in the earthly planets, and those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish worlds. Yeah. Then this chat, higher planets, earthly planets, and birth from the lower. And you can see here, his life is pure. And Rajoguna person is in misery. And Tamoguna is foolishness. It affects real knowledge, greed, and madness and illusion. The person who is in Tamoguna. And Krishna now is saying, Gunanetan atityatren dehi deha samudbhavan janma mrityu jara dukkair vimukto smritam ashnute. When the embodied being is able to transcend these three modes associated with the material body, he can become free from birth, death, old age, and their distresses, and can enjoy nectar even in this life. Just realize what is our lifestyle, what are we, something is influencing us, what is that influencing, how should I go, what should I do? Clear? Yes. So you can win even the death. I already told that with the example of kitten and the rat. Death might be the same, but death of a devotee is different because he's not going to die. The death gives him happiness. The death gives him happiness that I'm going back to God. Is very happy. Why this death is delaying to me? Let it come early, things. But a non-devotee is scared of death. Clear? So transcending the modes, what happens? Symptoms of one who has transcended. What is his behavior? How to transcend? Symptoms equipoised, neutral, indifferent to their pushings. There is pushing from within, but is neutral. He knows what is what. And free from hankering and free from envy. Clear? Yes. And you can see the behavior. Study in all circumstances, praise or blame, honor or dishonor, happiness or distress, distressable or undesirable. Deals equally with everyone and everything. Earth, stone or gold, friend or enemy. Everything is equal to him. Clear? Even a diamond and even a stone is equal to him. That's a small story to understand here. Once a person, how important is chanting, I'm saying. So once a person was meditating on Lord Shiva, and Lord Shiva just came in front of him and he asked for boon. What you need? He said, I need the best in my life. Oh, you need the best in your life. Then you go to Vrindavan, there is Sanatan Goswami. You go and ask him, he will give you. This is a true story. You go to Sanatan Goswami, he will give the best. Okay, fine. He went to Sanatan Goswami, yes. So this is how Lord Shiva has blessed me. So he has said to take the best from you, collect something which is the best. Then Sanatan Goswami said, oh, the best. That means I have this touchstone, Chintamani stone, touchstone. You can see in that dustbin, there is this Chintamani you can go and take. He goes there, he takes that, he's very happy. You know this touchstone? If you touch this touchstone to an iron rod, it transforms to gold. In one day, you can make the whole house of gold. That is the power of this Chintamani stone. He very happily takes. While going in the night, while going also was meditating in the night, he was not able to sleep. This Sanatan Goswami, if it is so precious, he has thrown it in the dustbin. That means he might be having something in his life which is more better. Once again, tomorrow he'll come back and he'll say, my dear Sanatan Goswami, you have cheated me. What cheated? You asked for the best item I've given you. No, no, no. If this is the best item, then why did you keep in the dustbin? That means you have something more better than this. Then Sanatan Goswami says it is difficult to achieve it. It's how much our difficulty, not a problem, but I need the best. He says, you go and throw this touchstone in Ganges. Who's ready? He took this and threw it in the Ganges. Then he said, you take bath and come. He took bath, he cleaned himself, and he came. Then he gave this mala to him and he said, chant Hare Krishna. This is the best in your life, the perfect. Nothing can be. So we have got this, but we don't know the value of this Hare Krishna. Something casually we are turning the beats. Even the Chintamani stone, the touchstone was thrown to take this Hare Krishna. So such preciousness. Then he became a great devotee and he was a disciple of Sanatana Goswami. So sometimes we get, it is said in Kannada, it is said, Mangana Kaili Manikya. What is that? In monkey hand, if you give a pearl, what happens? It starts biting and throwing it. That is how we are. We don't know the value of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, something very cheaply, very easy, and free it is. Freely we are getting it. We don't have value for it. We just take it very casually. Clear? Yes. You can never act whimsically. A person who transcends these modes surrenders to Krishna and determination in spiritual practice. He takes the instruction of spiritual master and follows accordingly. He will never act whimsically. Clear? And finally, Krishna is saying, Mam chayo avebicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Ultimate solution for all the problems is bhakti yogena sevate. Sagunan samatitaitan. Very easily you will be able to overcome the three modes by taking this devotional service. And which level you go? Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpati. You'll go to the level of Brahman. You'll go to the level of self-realization that I am the spirit soul. I am not this body. At once you take this devotional service, that is chanting Hare Krishna mantra and offering to the Lord. This is a two simple processes in our life. Clear? One who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. He comes to the level of Brahman once he takes up this devotional service. Definitely, we cannot overcome these three modes, but once we take this Krishna consciousness, very easily we'll be able to work. Clear? Not just by hearing, by practicing. Just by hearing the sessions that you're going to get, yes, you might understand what you should do, but for the results, you should and must do. Yeah. Yes. In this 14th chapter, under the economy trap, we saw many things, the three modes and the race for the prominence and action in the modes and pure life. Yeah, yes. And what is for tomorrow? Tomorrow is the 15th chapter. This is said as Purushottama Yuga. And Krishna is going to reveal many more things in this verse. Many more things. Clear? Yes. Now there is a quiz link. I request each and everyone, please do attend. Okay? Yes. Now let us chant with Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So what is this verse speaking? Srimad Bhagavatam. Shrunvatam swakatha Krishna punya shravana kirtana harudayantasta badrani vidunoti subhrit satam Shrunvatam swakatha Krishna. Hearing the katha of Krishna. That is Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam. Taking the instructions of Lord and hearing. Punya shravana kirtana. It is punya. It itself is punya. It gives pious results just by hearing. It will come in the 18th chapter also. I'll finalize there. Hridayantastha Badrani. There are so many contaminations in our heart. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Madamatsare. At once it can be removed just by hearing about the Lord. It has so much of potential. It is highly powerful. Just hearing the pastimes of the... That is why in those days, morning, evening, afternoon, they used to hear Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavatam, all those things, And Chanakya Pandit says this. Morning you have to hear this, afternoon you have to hear this, and at night you have to hear this. This should be a lifestyle. By hearing more and more about the Lord, you realize our life and you get attracted to our reality. Clear? Sri Krishna, the personality of God, who is the Paramatma, super soul in everyone's heart, and the benefactor of the truthful devotee, cleans his desire for material enjoyment from the heart of the devotee who has developed the urge to hear his message. Just no need to do anything. Take a small desire that I should become the devotee of the Lord. Rest Krishna will take care. But it should be from the heart, not from the mouth. From the heart, I wanted to be a pure devotee of the Lord. He will give the lifestyle, he will give the atmosphere, he will give the family accordingly. Everything changes once you have a desire to become a devotee of the Lord. Okay? Which are in themselves virtuous when properly heard and chanted. Just hearing, that is what we are doing. Chanting and hearing. Chanting, hearing. Here, you should chant louder so that you can hear. This is the only simple process. See that your mind is sitting there. Yes, always it moves, but you can practice. That's a practice. Abhyas, to kaunte. It's a practice. Make the mind to come and sit once again. You don't force that mind also. Be very calm. It will never, for a few days, it might keep on going. Later days, it automatically comes and sits in one place because you don't have much taste to the material things. But now you have many expectations, many tastes towards the material. So your mind is running here and there. Once you become very simplified, you come to the Sattva Guna, mind will never go anywhere because there's nothing there for the mind to do now. Automatically sits along with you. Clear? Yes. So this our Lakshmi Narasimhadev, Suranatha Giridhara, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is ISKCON layout. Now, any questions, you can raise your hands. Now, any announcements? We'll hear from Prabhu. I also have an announcement. I will let you know. Hare Krishna. I hope this chapter was the eye-opener. Relates to many things. Okay. The announcement. Today there is Gita Parayan in our temple campus. There's more than VHP is conducting the Gita Parayan. There's more than 4,000 to 5,000 people are gathering for this Gita Parayan. So devotees who are interested, and it is a Christmas day, a holiday. If you are willing, you can come. And at 1 o'clock there is Prasadam, and I have taken this organizing thing. So for the Prasadam part. So there'll be more than 30 to 40 Swamijis from different mutts. So gathering here. So we'll be serving them Prasadam. So you have a great opportunity to serve this sadhus. So whoever is willing, you can come and join. Okay. Fine. Hare Krishna. Santosh Prabhu, any announcements from your side?
No, Prabhuji.
No. Fine. Okay, any questions? You can raise a hand. Yes, Monica Mataji, you can unmute Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
What is Gita Parayan means? I don't understand that.
They recite the 700 verses.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
They start by 9 o'clock, I think. So from different places, many buses will come. So they gather here, they chant in the ground. So I have taken this organizing of Prasadam. So you all can come and you all can preach to them. They only come and recite and go, Mataji. But as devotees, we can preach to them what is this Bhagavad Gita, how to change our lifestyle, how to engage ourselves in the Lord's service, what is the ultimate message of the Lord. Many things. Many see the world is going in a different way. They take Bhagavad Gita, but they don't understand what is Bhagavad Gita. They think only reciting verses. Even explaining them, they are not in a position to understand. They recite all. Some I have seen they even memorizing all the verses. Memorize all the verses and they think that is good, that's it. But not taking the essence of Bhagavad Gita. So taking the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, implementing in their life is more important. So somewhere devotees can help such kind of people. They are already pious. Only small deviation, small right path for them will change to a huge extent. So you all can come if possible. Okay. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Jyoti Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, actually, I have a sinusitis, so it's sometime unable to eat like prasadam or anything which is not sour or spicy. So sometime I have to take that. So there should be, I think, whenever we are get the higher taste, something of higher taste, we are easily able to quit the lower taste, Prabhuji. So just want two sessions, one of the qualities of the devotee and another one about the prasadam, Prabhuji. Mahaprasadam benefit, either its benefit or how it should, it purifies us. So it would get easier for us to be in that path, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. And see, sometimes something forces you to take some Rajasic and Tamasic food.
Ji, Prabhuji.
So I say, say different levels of consciousness, different devotees, differently it has been done. But for us, we are all very ordinary people. So we can say take certain things as medicine. When it's really needed, you can consider that as medicine. And even Srila Prabhupada, when he was very young, he got this typhoid. And they recommended chicken soup for him. Those days, all Britishers, that is the beginning of this allopathy treatment. Like, so they were going more towards this allopathy, and they influenced them to take chicken soup so that it become. And his father said, "No, I don't want to give this to my son." So the decision, how do we take? Then all the parents, others like mother and others, family members, they were forcing. It's okay, can take this as what my son taking chicken soup. He was just even not able to even digest and hear that also. We cannot to be that standard. Sometimes I'm not saying I have chicken soup. Something like, as you said, some spicy that this, or sometimes even onion garlic. They say it is in Ayurvedic. They say it's a medicine. Yes, it is good only. It is medicine only. But what happens when we take that? We cannot develop sattva guna. That is it. Nothing else. So when you want to become more purer, then you have to avoid certain things. So we are not to that
Actually,
level. Yes,
I
Mataji.
avoided Prabhuji onion and garlic, but in this cold weather, it's daily. So just higher taste can help me to get quit these things.
Yes,
Maybe.
Mataji, but higher taste can help. What I'm saying is, see, I'm not discouraging you or something, not like that. But we cannot jump and go, Mataji. We cannot jump and go, and we cannot sustain also by jumping and going. Sometimes it's slow process is good, Mataji, because we should be very strong. The foundation should be good, no? So, which level we stand, we should be very strong. Never fall down from that position. When we jump and go, no, yes, very quickly we go further, but there is chances of falling down. We cannot sustain there. So slowly we can go make our senses or our consciousness purer, and our body also transforms. It takes time. It takes time. But once you change your lifestyle, also body also may not support you. So it takes time also. So see, this knowledge is given to you. That's it. My work is done. That beyond you, it is your work, how you planned your life. So it is a long process, your whole life. So how should I do? What should I change? And slowly, it shouldn't get deviated much. Let it be material, spiritual, slow process. It is as if you're doing nothing. Inch by inch, you move towards the spirituality. So you'll not see any difference in your life. Yes, as usual, I am nothing. Nothing has been disturbing me. Even the family, even the atmosphere. Because slowly you take Krishna consciousness, it is giving higher taste. So that's why I say always simplicity. Just accept what is coming to your life and add Krishna to life. That's it. Krishna is not a change. Krishna conscious is not indifferent to your lifestyle. Only thing Krishna conscious is addition to your life. Add Krishna to your life. Whatever you are eating, see that how much more you can offer to the Lord. Yes, don't reduce everything at one day. Yes, day by day, day by day. We all not fell down in one day, no? We were not meat eaters. Correct? We are all in Sattvic. Then our father became like that. Then it got degraded. Now we have become fully in this. So the change cannot happen in one day. Slowly, the same way it can happen, but it can become more faster also. In 1 year or 2 years, something can become completely Sattvic, but not very short period. It will be little lengthy period. Okay. Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Okay, thank you. Any other questions? You can raise a hand or else we'll end the session here. And in Satya Prakash Mataji. If somebody wants to share your realization on today's topic also, you can do it. Because I'm taking much more time because today it is, I think, holiday to everyone. So you can spend at least 10, 20 minutes. Yes, Satya Prakash Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, I just had a doubt yesterday.